Hey, I'm Damian Perrone, and I'm a video editor and motion graphic designer for PMMG Incorporated here in Chicago, and I'm an Illinois Center for Broadcasting graduate. I graduated in 2008, and shortly after that started with PMMG as a video editor, and in the process was learning motion graphic design. I literally can attribute everything I've accomplished to the Illinois Center for Broadcasting. I learned the
Welcome back, everybody, to SportsTownChicago.com. I am Cody Grant. Alongside me is Chris Labasco. We are here at Andrew High School, Tinley Park, Illinois. Chicago Chaos and Chicago Thunder just broke from halftime. We're going to start the second half now. Chaos up 7-0. And, Chris, what did you like the most out of that first half from the Chaos?
Well, they didn't try to get too fancy. They just took what they had and got some points on the board, let their defense do their work. The Thunder really struggled offensively. I don't think they did that bad defensively. They were just on such short fields that it just really, that's tough for any team.
And the kickoff by the Thunder and the return, nice return up past the 40, about to the 43-yard line for the Chaos. And the Chaos did struggle a lot with turnovers and some penalties, but so did the Thunder, and they kind of really offset each other.
The big thing to see here is we may have a change for the Thunder at quarterback. It looks like we saw warming up. I don't know if he's going in or not, but Ricky Williams looks like he's going to be going in. He was warming up with the receivers, trying to get the timing down. So I think he might be going into this game, going in here in the second half. We have to wait and see. But I was talking with one of the players because this is Lincoln Way's home actually here. And he was telling me how he's a very well-respected player and there's not a harder worker out on the field.
So we'll see what happens once the Thunder take over on offense. Right now, the Chaos out of the shotgun, two receivers, one on the left, one on the right, two running backs in the backfield, handing off to Johnson. He cuts up the field over to the left. Now getting some room over midfield, about to the 49 of the Thunder. Nice run there by Johnson. He's been running well all day.
Yeah, and they finally – it felt like things started to turn for the running game for the Chaos in the second quarter and towards the end of the second quarter. They were starting to find some holes, get some opportunities, and now they're really starting to get their running game going, which is what they need to, because at quarterback it's been really tough. As you see, he just finds the hole and quick gets into the second level and gets it close to a first down.
That's going to be a second and short now for the Chaos. Same formation as last time, two running backs in the backfield as Hunter ready for the snap, takes it, hands it off to down to the left outside on the shotgun run, and there's a flag on the field. So he did pick up the first down if it does hold. That was Desmond Perry, but there was a flag.
I have a feeling this one's coming back. It looks like the Chaos are already starting to go back as well. There's a player down for the Thunder, too. Can't see who it is, but
Number
hopefully
29 of the Thunder, that's Jeff Martin.
Yeah, so hopefully he's all right. Looks like he's grabbing at his wrist there, and it is a holding call going against the Chaos, so they will be marching back for this second down here.
And still down on the play for the Thunder is Jeff Martin, the linebacker, as both teams now drop to one knee.
And there's your hold, too, there on the far side of the line, which opens up the hole for the opportunity for the running back for the Chaos to get through. And Desmond, actually that wasn't, who was that who was running? I have a wrong roster is what I've
Desmond
learned.
Perry, I believe. He was 21, and they said they switched to number 9, but there's no other 21 on the team. So
it's got to be Perry on the run. we're figuring
that's
out
one
here
tough
on
thing with the semi-pro football is look on the website, and let's take a look at that replay. Desmond Perry.
You see where the holding was, and then you see the player who went down as well.
So it's going to be a second down and 11 now. And we talked about this, Chris, coming in from the break, is the penalties really hurt both teams. That one, of course, is a break for the Thunder, and it hurts the Chaos as it moves them back now when they had a second and short, now to second and 11. So Dylan Hunter out of the shotgun, one receiver to the left, one to the right, two running backs in the backfield. He fakes the handoff. Now Hunter keeps it, has a lead blocker, gets hit hard and brought down, gets to maybe the 45-yard line. So a play calling, that luxury you have having Hunter in there. He's a converted defensive back, so he's not afraid of contact, as you pointed out earlier in the game. As we take a look at this replay run by Hunter.
And this is really what he has to do is try and help in the running game, maybe give a little bit of a spell sometimes to the running backs. Dylan's having a little bit of trouble with the passing game. The short game hasn't been terrible, but it's really good coverage from the Thunder that's made it really difficult. So you just have to take what you can and go with that strong running game that you have.
So now coming back out, a 3rd and 8 here, just under 13 minutes ago now. In the second, Dylan Hunter out of the shotgun, drops back to pass. Looking to the left, gets pressure. Now he's scrambling. He's going to take this himself now at the 50, down to the 45. Stays in bounds, and what a run by Dylan Hunter as he gets, I thought he went out at maybe about the 45. He gets forward and almost down to inside the 40 of the Thunder. So nice run there by Dylan Hunter.
Beautiful run, too, and he has a little bit of happy feet there in the pocket. He's almost looking to run, it kind of feels like, but worked out that time. He escapes the pocket. There was no containment on the outside, so he's able to get the first down and plenty more. And that was a long situation for the Chaos. For the Thunder, you think, all right, here we go. Here's a chance for us to get the ball back and get things going here in the third quarter, and it turns out to go the other way.
So now it's going first down at the 36, so Chaos in Thunder territory. As Hunter out of the gun, 2 running backs alongside of him, Johnson and Perry. And he drops back, hands off to Perry. Johnson, the lead blocker. Nice block by Johnson. Perry out to the outside on the left, and he maybe got 1 yard, at least past the line of scrimmage a little bit. So it's going to be a 2nd down and 9, maybe 10 yards still.
I'm a little surprised they're going with those outside runs. They really haven't been working for the Chaos here so far. They tried another one here. That's one thing that this Thunder team has is they do a good job of pursuing to the ball on those outside runs. So
and
your runs off tackle have been working. Why stop?
Exactly, and right up the middle, off tackle, like you said, those interior runs have been so successful for the Chaos with Johnson and the Perry on the outside is not doing too much. Maybe try to see Perry up the middle as he's in now at running back as Hunter out of the gun, 2 receivers to the right. He has 1 receiver to the left. And Hunter waiting for the snap against the Thunder defense. He drops back, looks right, looking to throw, and he's going to get brought down. That's going to be a loss of 1 yard, so it's going to be a sack on the play. In there for the Thunder was number 87.
I don't think that was I don't think that was a designed run either. I'm pretty sure that was supposed to be a passing play down that near sideline. That's where he was looking, and he just decided to take it instead. I don't know if there was lack of confidence there because he had one-on-one coverage on the outside. It was the matchup that you wanted.
Yeah, sometimes maybe, he hasn't had a lot of success, hardly any success throwing downfield yet in this game. So to your point, Chris, maybe a lack of confidence. He doesn't want to, and you're already up 7-0. You don't want to make the mistake, but sometimes you got to have to let it go.
But here's the thing. You're not going to get any confidence. You're not going to get any success unless you try.
Exactly. So 3rd and 10 now. Quick pass to the outside, caught by, I believe that was Former, and trying to get upfield. He gets about to the 29-yard line. So it's going to be short of the first down. And what do you think, Chris? They're going to go for it again on this 4th down? They're kind of, I won't
They're
say,
really in that tough spot where you either go for it or you don't.
It's a long field goal here. As you see that replay. And it actually was not James Former as number 3, Shamar McFarland, who has a few short catches today. So they're going to leave the offense on the field. Now it's going to be 4th and 2. So 4th and very short.
Ball was delivered a little low too, and maybe if it's delivered a little higher and a little quicker, it may have ended up being a first down. They are going to go for it here, which isn't too much of a surprise. I mean, take your chances, try and keep keep their defense on the field.
So Hunter drops back and throws, and oh man, I don't know what that was. He had he had Shamar McFarland open, and it looked like he was trying to get to Former. It threw it in between the 2 receivers, and just an awful throw there by Dylan Hunter, who's played decently well throughout this game, but he did not set his feet on that one, Chris, did he?
No, that wasn't the problem though. That was 2 players not on the same page. He thought that McFarland was going to keep going, and he stopped. And he threw it to where he would have been if he had kept going off of the snap. trying to get that first down. It probably would have worked too, but two guys not on the same page, and that's what happens. And almost was disastrous. That almost would have tied it probably.
So turnover on downs and a throw to the outside, and there's going to be a flag on the play. It came before the hit, so I'm wondering if that was...
Came pretty much right at the snap, too. Might have been an offsides.
So we'll see for the penalty, but again, talk about the turnovers for both these teams. The chaos on that one, miscommunication on a 4th and 2, and it just could not pick it up, and they give the ball back over to the Thunder, and it's going to be off. It's going to be a false start on the Thunder, Chris. So it was not blown dead, but
yeah, it's been a little weird with that. I mean, we can hear the whistle pretty well up here, and we haven't been hearing it.
No, not at all. So
against the Thunder, 5-yard walk-off, 1st and 15.
When you look at it here, though, we thought that maybe we were going to be seeing Ricky Williams come in.
He was warming up, and he's still on the bench right now. As we see him, he's right in front of us, down there by all of his other teammates.
He's kind of their last resort. He's such a good player. They want him playing in different areas.
So drop back now for our receiver set. Throws over the middle. Catch made on the play by wide receiver number 17, Jason Jones, who's actually listed as a defensive back. And I think that's the first time we saw him in the offense. Maybe a guy they're going to keep going to as they pick up the first down on that one. And now they're going no huddle. Back to the 4 wide, 4 spread. One running back in the backfield is Daryl Middleton. Drop back on the pass. Over to Middleton on the right side. Bobbles a little bit. Gets forward about the 47-yard line. So picks up a few yards.
When you talk to the Thunder, I mean, they don't have – they have this is the guy that they want to be their quarterback. They don't want to have to put Ricky Williams in there. I think they're going to try and stay with things as they are until they feel they really need to, if they need to try and win.
So Thunder on the chaos side of midfield at about the 48-yard line, 4 wide receiver spread, and we're going to have a false start on this one. As you saw that right away, pointed out, the flags go flying. That's going to move them back 5 yards.
Our broadcast sponsors will be making the first, let's see. Chicago Chaos brought to you live by Gripmouth Guards and Iron Claw Tactical.
Penalty, false start against the offense.
And yeah, like you said, the false start there moved them 5 yards back as...
So now they go to their own side of the 50-yard line at the 47, as coming back up. Now they have back to a spread formation, 4 wide receivers, 2 on each side. Middleton in the backfield. The screen pass to the outside and brought down. And that is the second time these two players have met, as the catch was made by Josh Jenkins, but the hit by Marvin Roan.
Marvin Roan's having a pretty darn good game.
He is.
He's
highlighted by that huge hit.
Yes, it always helps that the big hits stand out, but he also had that play at the end of the half to bat the ball away as well. He's definitely done a good job here in coverage, but also with his tackling as well. He's broken up a couple of plays with his tackling and then stops a gain short there.
So here we go as the Thunder come back to the line of scrimmage on a 3rd and 14. Running down to about the 7-minute mark of the third quarter, dropping back. And pressure coming, rolls out and throws a deep, high ball, and that's up for grabs out of bounds. Catch is actually made, but out of bounds. So holds no weight. And that's going to bring up a 4th down for the Thunder as they will put out the punting unit.
Looked like maybe it was a cover 2 there from the Chaos, as well as they had Marvin Roan releasing that receiver off to the safety over the top. And really they didn't have to worry at all because that ball just kept floating out. But safety, as a safety, you got to be careful there, though, too, because if that throw was inbounds, you had the player behind you. You don't want to let that happen.
Yeah, pretty good catch. I mean, like I said, it was out of bounds, but Jason Jones came in. I think that's the first time we saw him in this game at the start of the third quarter. He made that beautiful catch for about a 15-yard gain over the middle of the field. He made another catch there. Fortunately, was out of bounds. And there's another flag there on the punt.
This time it's an offsides. I'm almost positive on the Chaos.
And Chaos is going to let that bounce. Takes a good Chaos bounce. So that will probably make up for it, but 4th and 14 here.
I think you're going to see this one be redone.
Yeah.
I think the Chaos or the Thunder definitely want to redo that kick as it is, anyways.
So that's going to push them up about 5 yards. So it should be about this does stay. They are pointing to the Chaos as Olsen, a linebacker for the Chaos, talking to the officials there.
And it was right off the line too. You could see it. Just a player jumped a little bit early on the Chaos, and made it an easy call for the officials.
So we're waiting on the call right now. And again, no, the Thunder came out. They made a couple of nice plays. They had a nice run, a good pass, and they started moving the ball. And then a penalty stopped the momentum. And that's been the story of the night for the Thunder.
Chance here, though, to try and pin the Chaos back, maybe try and flip the field position, as they really – field position has been really tough for them in this game.
So they're going to redo the punt. And now from the midfield, 50-yard line. And the snap is out. The kick, and it's a much better punt here. And caught at the 15, breaks the tackle down to the 20 now. Cuts back inside of the 25, up to about the 27 on the return. So good return there.
Yeah, Valenti with a really nice return, and player lost his helmet. And
now we have some extracurriculars out there as both teams get in each other's faces. And you see this a lot in this league. Very competitive. These two teams, especially today, low scoring game. It's been a battle. It's been a grind.
well, it's a league battle, too. These two teams are from different leagues. Yeah, it's a merger, but you always have pride in your league over another league.
Definitely. And the Chaos have been, like I said at the start of this, the alpha male of their league, the GFL, while the Thunder have been one of the best teams in the MSFL, on the MISFL, and they came in second last year, right?
Yes, they lost in the championship game.
So two very good teams, very talented, very hard-nosed defensive teams, known for that's the style they play. And starting now from their own 22-yard line is the Chaos, as Hunter out of the gun, hands it off, up the middle, spin move by Johnson, and he gets held up at about 29. Try to push forward, gets over the 30-yard line now. They see where they mark him, I say about the 31, 32-yard line where he finally went down. So good work there by Johnson, making something out of nothing. So we take a look at the replay on that one.
Yeah,
hit right
good spin. It was really a good spin that gave him those extra 2-3 yards. Otherwise, he's down maybe with a gain of a yard or two.
And then even after the spin, the footwork to keep trucking and keep pushing. And
had a little bit of a help from behind.
He had a little bit of help, yep. He can't do it alone. So it's going to be now 2nd and 4 here. As Hunter out of the gun, two running backs in the backfield. He fakes the handoff. Now he's out to the left side, and we're going to have another flag there if you saw the in on the corner of the screen as Hunter gets across the 35, about to the 36. And I think that flag that was in the backfield, that's going to go against the Chaos as the official makes the call holding. That's going to be a 10-yard penalty. So it's going to repeat 2nd down. It's going to be about 2nd and 14 now. So penalties killing both teams, Chris.
And the Thunder didn't know where the ball was going either. The hold ended up not needing to happen because the Thunder, until Dylan Hunter was in the 2nd level, they didn't know where the ball was.
Yeah, as we take a look at this replay, it was kind of a counter. They ran this earlier, and just no excuse for that.
Yeah, the backside, nobody knew if the ball was coming to their side or not. Then they finally realized, so they were a little bit late. It was a good job by the corner on the outside to limit what would have been any yardage, but of course the holding negates it as it is.
So officials marked the ball at the 22, so now it's 2nd and 15. 5 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter as Dylan Hunter out of the shotgun, 2 receivers, one to the right, one to the left, fakes the handoff. Now he's running. He has an option to chip it behind him, and he does not, and he gets stopped maybe back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard behind. So it's going to bring up a 3rd and long, and
it's always tough when you do that to the short side of the field.
Yeah. I mean, if you're on that side and you have all that room on the other side, if you're going to do that option where maybe you're going to pitch it back, why not use more field?
It's always tough, like you were saying. I mean, especially because, well, not just because of less field, but don't really have any room to pitch it if you're running out that wide.
So now it's going to be a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact. So he did get back to the line of scrimmage, but
That was it, though.
that was it. Yep.
Your performance is worthy of more than a boil and bite. Grip Mouth Guards is a custom mouth guard laboratory located in Melrose Park. Each of their mouth guards is carefully designed and handcrafted for your specifications. Visit them at gripmouthguards.com.
So Dylan Hunter out of the gun, 2 running backs in the backfield with him, receiver to the left, receiver to the right. He drops back, gets a good blocking, throws a deep ball up top, and almost brought down by Former. Could not haul it in, and he has got to be frustrated with that one as he takes an extra second or two to lie on the ground. And a throw, not a bad throw.
Unfortunately, the throw wasn't deep enough.
No, it was not, but Former was able to make the adjustment on it.
Yeah,
And just could not bring it down.
Former having to try and readjust to it, which was really part of the problem. I mean, he does get towards the middle of the field, and I don't know how he missed it. I mean, that's why he was down on the field for so long, because he can't believe he missed it. It kind of, I think it was actually in a better spot than what he thought. Actually, if he didn't jump, it's right here and an easier catch for him. He jumps up into the air, so it kind of comes into his body. It's actually harder to catch a ball when it's coming into your body like that than when it's a little bit further away.
But a missed opportunity for the Chaos there to pick up a big chunk of yardage. And they will send the punt team out, and a pretty decent punt there, bringing it back for the Thunder. And there's a fumble, and that ball is out, and it looks like the Thunder have covered on it in Chaos territory, and the officials do point to the Chaos defense, meaning Thunder will retain possession. So it's going to be about the 47-yard line, and we're going to have an official timeout here.
Yeah, Valenti is down on the field, a little bit slow to get up. Not sure if it was his shoulder or what it was, as he was, I think, the second guy in on this one.
And Valenti has been such a huge key to this game. He had that interception earlier in the second quarter.
It actually looks like a leg, actually. He, after seeing the replay, he kind of got clipped by a player as he was coming in to try and get the tackle. And they just collide. Ooh, that's right into the knee of Valenti. But good to see him walk off on his own power. It is the good thing. That definitely hurts, but you hope that it was nothing too serious.
So we hope the best for Valenti as the official timeout has ended. Both teams back on the field. Offense for the Thunder, defense for the Chaos. Chaos in a 4-3 defense as the Thunder offense comes out. Spread formation, 4 receivers, 2 on each side. And you got Middleton lining up in the backfield kind of forward. They run that sweep and going to the left, brought down by Olsen after a pretty good gain, about 6 or 7 yards there by Phil Goldforth coming down the jet sweep.
Had no idea that Olsen was coming from behind. I mean, that's just great pursuit on Olsen's part to get there as he's getting to his corner to turn. He thinks that he's going to have room there on the outside, and he gets dragged down. Well, pretty much really from his side, he just gets thrown down.
So now it's going to be a 2nd down and 8 from the 45-yard line. 3 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. They still have Middleton in the backfield, dropping back, looking right, throws one, a pretty good throw out to the right side, fight for it, and comes down incomplete. Good defense there by number 12 of the Chaos. I believe that was trying to figure out who that was. Got nothing on it.
Iron Claw Tactical Design, superior firearms and accessories for American hunters, sportsmen, and gun enthusiasts. If you're any, are you any or all those? Then look for Iron Claw Tactical on Facebook. As you see, this is that throw earlier on the far side. I believe that was the interception, or almost intercepted, excuse me.
So now we have a 3rd and 8 for the Thunder. Dropping back, trips right. Throws over the middle and almost picked off. It gets by, and that's going to be a touchdown at the 5 inside the end zone. So scoring on the play was Jason Jones. And I thought that might have been an interception there as the Chaos Marvin Rome was trying to make a play on it, and it goes right past him. As we take a look at the replay, Chris, the throw.
I don't know how he missed it.
I thought he had it.
I don't know. He just missed it. I think he just. Actually, it looked like it deflected off of him.
Yep, it did. It definitely
deflected
hit
off
him.
of him and went right to the receiver. I mean, he read the route perfectly. That's one that Marvin Roan wishes he had back because he's been playing a great game, and what a way to add on to the game you're having by having an interception. But instead, now it ends up going into the end zone for a touchdown. I believe that was Marvin on that near side was the one who should have had the interception.
And that was close, and that's a game changer right there. That's a swing right there because now the Thunder will be looking to attempt a extra point here to tie the game. Let's take another look at that.
Yeah, I mean,
that was
just
Roan.
Deflected off of him. Yeah, it was Marvin, and I mean, you can't read the throw better than he did, and it just
didn't come up with him. It wasn't meant to be, I guess, as Marvin Roan made a great jump on it. And, oh, man, that would have
right
been huge
in and
for
out
the
of the
Chaos.
hands, too.
And it ends up costing them 6 points, maybe 7, as the point after team heads to the field. And just a demoralizing play now. It's going to be all tied up pending the extra point if this goes in or not. 2:50 to go here in the third. Again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in to SportsTownChicago.com. We're live here at Andrew High School in Tinley Park, Illinois, between the Chaos and the Thunder. I am Cody Grant. Alongside me is Chris Labascos. They faked the play, Chris, and running is stopped was Darrell Middleton. So the Chaos come up huge on the special teams.
You know what? I like that the Thunder did that because this is an exhibition game. You can't forget that.
Yep.
This is an opportunity for you to practice some game time situations where maybe you need the 2-point conversion. I mean, winning this game is not really the most important thing. It's getting prepared for your season, which starts next week for the Thunder. So it gives you something to look at on film for the Thunder of, okay, what did we do wrong here that we didn't get this play?
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. I mean, a lot of people take those extra points for granted. They actually came out in their offensive set, and we weren't even aware of that. But so nonetheless, though, it's going to be 7-6. Chaos hold on to that 1-point lead. But offense hard to come by in this game. It's been a defensive battle throughout as we're nearing closer to the end of this third quarter, under 3 minutes to go. And special teams kick unit for the Thunder is out while the return unit for the Chaos is out. As Former is back there for the Chaos. And the kick is a line drive, bounces about the 33, picked up at the 23. And bringing over, breaking the one tackle, spins upfield by the 39. That was Marvin Roan. He wanted that one.
Yeah, we're calling his name a lot here tonight, and that's a pretty good return. I mean, he picked that one up. I want to say it was about at the 20-yard line, got to about the 40. So a pretty good return here for Marvin Roan, kind of trying to make up for what happened there at the end of their defensive stance. Obviously, it's not going to make up for everything that happened, but your team has great field position, a chance here to go down, and I wonder if they try and air it out a little bit with Dylan Hunter. I mean,
well, you did say it was an exhibition game. You know, we both know that coming in, and you got as there's going to be a offsides on the play on the Chaos. So they're going to re-kick this. They're going to get 5 extra yards.
And you're going. You have to re-kick it. You see that they don't have the strongest kicking game here for the kickoffs. You have to make them do it again because if it goes only to where, let's say the second line is there in the back end for your return, you're going to get some pretty good yardage. You got to the 40 there this first time. You could get up to midfield maybe next time.
And so going back to your point about them airing it out, though, it being an exhibition game and not knowing how long Iannati is going to be out for, I think you've got to
build confidence,
build a rhythm for Dylan Hunter.
Not just build a rhythm, but also build some chemistry between him and the receivers. Let them get some timing down. Consider all the good you do in your life and those you touch, support, and inspire. New York Life Insurance Company is here for you to continue that good. So give Terry Zakata, your local New York Life agent, a call. She can help you plan your family's financial future so you can protect what matters most to you. You can reach Terry at 630-254-6979 or look for her at newyorklife.com. And I'm not sure what's happening now, but
Well,
now
they never re-kicked it, and now both the offense of the Chaos coming on the field and the defense of the Thunder is coming back on the field. So I guess they just said, you know what? Let's just play on. It's an exhibition game.
Well, then they should put the ball at the 40-yard line. Then that's where the ball was returned to. That's what I'm a little bit more shocked about than anything.
Yeah, I don't know why it's back at the 30.
That's where the confusing part is
Yeah.
for me.
Now, the penalty was actually on the Chaos. I believe the official was pointing to the Chaos, but the Thunder still wanted to re-kick because of the return. Actually, return by the Chaos, but nonetheless, it's going to be at the 30-yard line as Dylan Hunter comes back out. 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right, running back in the backfield. Hunter drops back, looks to his left, throws to the outside, making the catch hit hard by Ricky Williams. On the catch for the Chaos was number 3, Shamar McFarland. So that's going to pick up a few yards.
Build
out to
some
the
confidence.
Build
though.
some confidence. That's what we talked about. Build a rhythm, build a confidence. You might be going with Dylan Hunter for a few more weeks without Ayanati.
And unlike this game, those games count.
Exactly. It would still be nice to win this game. Obviously, you're already up by 1.
Yeah, I was going to say, they're
7-6.
still up. You're in the third quarter. It doesn't hurt to try and build some rhythm with your quarterback.
So Hunter out of the shotgun again. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, 1 running back in the backfield. Hands it off up the middle. Gets maybe a yard, and finally stuffed on the run there was Desmond Perry.
I mean, and the one thing, too, for the Chaos, you don't want to just go completely throw. I like that they're trying to at least keep some balance to it as well with the mixing in runs with throws.
Yeah, so it's going to be a 3rd and manageable here, as I like to call it, about 3rd and 5.
And that was a good job, too, by the Thunder's defensive line. They just collapsed on that lane that was opening up in the middle and just stopped there from being anything.
So now the Chaos, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Hunter drops back to pass, scrambles to the right, getting pressured, gets around it, looking deep, no one there. He's going to run with it on himself at midfield now, down to about the 45, runs out of bounds, and there's a flag on the play. And trying to see who that was, the number 23, A.J. Simmons of the Thunder, was very upset.
Yeah, he was getting heated there. I'm not sure what, maybe something was said to him as Dylan Hunter was going out of bounds there at the end. It definitely happened late there in the play.
And trying to figure out it's going to be a holding.
You have a hold
On
against
the Chaos, so that's another killer for them. Going to negate the first down.
the wide receivers. It's easy to catch them.
Yes, it is.
You're the closest to the officials on the outside. And it wasn't needed either was the
No.
thing, too. I mean,
He already had the first down.
You had a huge gain. You had more than a first down. You had a gain of probably about, 20, 30, or 25, 30 yards, depending on where they marked the ball at. So you just negated a gain of about, let's just say it was 25 yards, because I didn't see where they were going to spot the ball at. So 25 yards, you take that back, and now you're going back, and you still end up getting a first down, which is the lucky thing
Yep.
for them. But
Because it goes from the spot of the penalty. They
Yeah.
were but it just shows you how far downfield that Dylan Hunter was. And take a look at this replay again. A nice run, and there's the hold right there on the receiver.
right at the end.
If I was John Madden, I would have circled that for you. And now the drop back on the pass. Hunter loops a pass over to Former, and some shake and bake on that one. A little trickery as another Tim Tebow jump pass from Dylan Hunter. And he's making things happen in this game, and he found Former there, got it out to him. Security blanket play on that one. As take a look at the replay. What did you think on that one, Chris?
Well, the one thing that I think from this is that Dylan Hunter is more an athlete than he is a quarterback. He's making plays with his legs and then just finding guys when he can with his arm, because, his first instinct, it almost feels like it is to move. And he had to there, of course, because there was that backside pressure coming, so he had to move that way out of the pocket, but then he just delivers a little dunk pass over a couple of players to get a decent gain.
So now Hunter out of the gun, and we're going to have that's going to be the end of the third quarter here. So we're going to take a quick break from Andrew High School, Tinley Park, Illinois. Chicago Chaos versus Chicago Thunder up 7-6 We'll be back on SportsTownChicago.com.
What's up? It's Jonathan Hood from Chicago's Game Night. You've heard me talk about the Illinois Center for Broadcasting in Lombard, but what do the students think?
My name is John Stevens. I am a promotion coordinator at ESPN. Everybody was helpful. Everyone cared. All the teachers at ICB were really there and passionate about their job and sharing their idea and their dream with you so you could achieve your goal.
At ICB in Lombard, you learn the tools that will help you get that first job in the business. Dozens of industry pros teach you how to be on air, produce shows behind the scenes, work digital equipment, and design web pages.
And it works around your time. It's very flexible, and they work with you at every hour and any day they possibly can.
Plus internships, career placement assistance, and a commitment to your success.
I'm living the dream, and I suggest that everyone who has a passion for radio or television or web design, ICB is definitely a place for them to go.
Go to beonair.com/Chicago Sports to get started. That's beonair.com/Chicago Sports.
Just being part of the ESPN team is special, and it's all because of ICB.
It's time to kick off your career in radio or TV broadcasting. There's no better or faster way than the Illinois Center for Broadcasting. Check out our website at beonair.com/Lombard or call us at 630-916-1700 to set up a tour and see all the hands-on training you can receive. The best part of the program is the job placement department that will help you find your first job in broadcasting. Just listen to what some of our recent graduates have to say about the program. Cheryl Scott with NBC5.
I think one of the most important things in the broadcasting industry really is getting a hands-on experience. And a lot of colleges and universities don't always offer that. Reach for, work for what you want to do and stay extremely focused. And if you do that and stay positive, I think everything will fall into place.
The Illinois Center for Broadcasting, where broadcasting careers begin.
Welcome back, everybody, to SportsTownChicago.com. I am Cody Grant. Alongside me is Chris Labasco. We are here at Andrew High School in Tinley Park, Illinois. And getting ready to start the fourth quarter here. Chicago Chaos up 7-6 on the Chicago Thunder as they're going to get the ball on the Thunder's 49-yard line. Out of the shotgun for the Chaos is Dylan Hunter. Two wide receivers to the left, one receiver to the right. Running back, hands off to him. Up the middle is Perry. Gets through, and nice run by Perry as he keeps trucking forward. Gets it down to about the 34, 33-yard line. And that's going to be a first down there for the Chaos. 14:46 and counting here in the fourth, here in the game. And Chaos moving the ball well, Chris.
Yeah, we've seen some of these holes open up for those runs up the middle. Just actually, it's a good cutback. He looked like he was going to the outside with it, saw the hole there on the end of the line, and gets a big gain, and his team gets a first down, so they continue to move the ball. Well, they have the, I was to say, they flipped the wrong way. They put 4 up there, but it was 1. It's waiting for them to fix it.
Yep.
So
it's going to be first down here for the Chaos as Hunter out of the gun. Perry stays in the backfield with him. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. And fakes the handoff to Perry now. Hunter going to keep it out to the left and finds a little seam, and he gets upfield, and he keeps breaking tackles. He's down in the 30. So a nice run there by Dylan Hunter. And picks up about 4 or 5 yards.
Like I said, Dylan Hunter, more of an athlete than a quarterback. But that's okay because when you have a lot of good athletes around him, you can have some good things happen.
Well, and also I think the good thing with Dylan Hunter, he's a football player. There's some quarterbacks around there that aren't football players, and Dylan Hunter certainly is not one. He is a football player.
He is a football player. You can be an athlete, you can be you can be an athlete and a quarterback, or you can be just an athlete and you can be a football player too. Bunch of different things. He's an athlete and he's a football player, which is a good combo to have, especially when you're missing a guy like Ionati.
So now 2nd and 6, Hunter out of the gun again. 2 receivers to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Hands off to Perry right up the middle, and he is stuffed at the line of scrimmage by some 2 big defensive tackles, to say the least, on that play.
And that's the thing, you're going to have that happen with this Thunder team. They're very good up front from what I've seen so far. Yeah, a hole will open up here and there, but their defensive line is really making it tough, and part of the reason why you're seeing inconsistency from the running game of the Chaos. So, I mean, this is a good test here, really, for the Chaos, a good exhibition game for them to play in.
So now Dylan Hunter comes back out. It's going to be a 3rd and 6 for the Chaos. lining up as a tight end. Thomas Loving on the left side. Now moving in motion to the right on the jet sweep upfield, and he breaks through. That's going to be a first down there, about to the 22, 23-yard line on the play on the run with Shamar McFarland. And he's been a key part of their offense today with short passes, getting him on that. That's the second time we saw him on a sweep play, Chris.
Yeah, the one earlier, he was stopped, but this time he found the seam and was able to cut it upfield for a good gain. I mean, he's fast enough where he's able to get past guys. If they're not taking a good angle on him, he's going to gain some yards on you.
Yeah, he's not very big, though. He's 5'10", 180 pounds, but he's a tough player.
And he's fast.
Very
fast.
If you're fast in a football game,
speed kills.
Speed does kill. See what it did for Devin Hester's career.
Yeah, right, exactly. Although he had a little more than just speed, though, too.
Yes, that's true. So now, first down, 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line for the Chaos. Two receivers are right, moving in motion again. Let's see if they fake it here, and they give it over to Perry. And Perry up the middle, finding some room, gets over pass inside the 20, so it can be red zone time again for the Chaos as he gets down to about the 18-yard line.
You know what? The timing didn't seem right on that play, though, for the Chaos there. You saw that.
Yeah.
You saw Hunter, as you saw flashing across, was McFarland there. That's why Hunter grabbed him there at the end. Dylan Hunter did to kind of talk to him about that, because he almost, in the cadence, was right when the ball was supposed to be snapped.
And you want to avoid those legal motion penalties on that one. So luckily they didn't get one there. As the Chaos come back up to the line of scrimmage, 2nd down and 5 from the 19-yard line, moving in motion again, faking the first handoff, gets over to Perry. He spins forward, picks up maybe 1 yard. Let's see if he got started about on the 18-yard line to be 3rd and 4. And actually, I don't know about that spot. Did he?
That's pretty good, actually. Yeah. They're lucky that's where the spot was, because he was lucky that he wasn't dragged down behind the line. Actually, yeah, I guess maybe you're right. The spot.
I saw where his knee came down, but I thought he at least got back to the 19. But they're actually going to give him a loss of yards there.
I think you're right that the spot was a little bit off.
So it'll be about a 3rd and 5 now here. From the 20-yard line for the Chaos. 2 receivers to right, 1 to left. Dylan Hunter out of the gun. Drops back, looks to his left, getting pressure, steps up, jumps and throws, and nearly intercepted. And that's going to be a 4th down now, and see what they do here. Chaos up 7-6. It is an exhibition game, so take a look at the replay here. Pressure coming. He gets out, gets in front, and looking for his tight end, Thomas Loving, on the play.
Another jump pass, too.
Yep.
We've seen a lot of jump passes from him.
It's tough to be accurate, jumping.
Well, not only that, you don't want to see your quarterback leaving his feet as it is anyway. So I think that's something that when the offensive coordinator talks with Dylan Hunter, that's something that they're going to stress is, hey, stay on your feet, stay playing it, and you'll deliver a better throw, but also you're going to hurt yourself less likely too.
So 4th down, the snap is fumbled, dropped, and Hunter gets back up. He scrambled outside, threw that pass, batted down, incomplete. It's going to be a turnover on downs, as there's a flag on the field.
Let's say,
so
the flag, I think, might be going against.
That is in the secondary. That might be against the Thunder.
I know, we get to take a look at this play again. First off, you have the snap being a little bit low, but a good job by Dylan Hunter. Creates more time, and the throw comes down with it. He's lucky that throw wasn't intercepted, because that was a throw that easily could have been. You had the player diving out in front, number 5 on the Thunder in Grace. He was as close as you can get from taking that ball away, especially in a ball delivered that lightly. And you'll see this throw has a little bit of a lollipop throw, and it just happens to get to the guy that he's intending it for.
So it looked like it was actually incomplete. Former did catch up, but the penalty is going to go against the Chaos. It's going to push them back as the officials discuss.
So I think it ends up negating the first down.
So offensive pass interference. So it's going to be 4th down here, and they're going to keep the offense on the field. So I think they had to get to about the 15-yard line. So this is going to be about a 4th and possibly, let's see where they mark the ball. It's going to be over a 4th and 10. Now back to about a 4th and 15 here.
And it looks like they're going to keep the offense out here. You're going to have to go for a deeper throwing play than you've had the last couple times. I think Dylan Hunter's having some confidence build up in his arm, too. He's made some good throws here so far, some lucky ones, too.
Yeah.
But you'll take those.
I think this is a good decision for the Chaos. Like you said, you don't know Ionati's future right now at this point. Dylan Hunter might be your quarterback going forward the next few weeks. Give him some extra time. It's only an exhibition game. This game does not count against your standings. So Hunter out of the gun, drops back to pass, rolls out to his right, looking downfield, pump fakes, and he is brought down at about the 35-yard line. And if you're Dylan Hunter on that play, you gotta just throw one up there. You know, if you do not throw it away, it's 4th down. So if you don't do anything, you're gonna lose the ball.
This is something they'll talk about as well probably after this game is decisiveness from Dylan Hunter. There's a couple of times where we've seen him look like he's going to throw the ball and then he pulls it back and decides to not throw and then something happens. You have to be very careful when you do that. If you're going to pump fake, you have to have purpose with what you're going to do with the ball. I just saw a flag come out.
Yep.
I'm not sure who it's against, but that's it looks like.
And that's one of those plays, it's during a dead ball, so that might be an unsportsmanlike penalty there.
But who's it on is the question is part of it, too.
Because both players were on their own sides. I don't know if there was some yelling or trash talking going on. It's going to go against the Chaos as officials moving the ball forward.
And I think you saw the player on the Chaos trying to point and say, well, he was doing it too, but you know what? It's sort of like
it's not who does it, really. It's who gets
caught.
Exactly.
It's like when you're a kid, and if you have younger or older siblings, usually younger siblings, and you're the older, they do something to you, and then you do something back to them, and then
you're the one that's going to get in trouble.
You're the one that gets in trouble as the older one because you're the older one, but not only that, usually you're the one that gets caught when it happens.
Chris, I think do you have some younger siblings?
I got 2 younger brothers.
I could tell just by the way you're talking there. So nonetheless, the snap, the pitch on the option back to running back, it picks up maybe 1 yard on the play. That was Alonzo Morgan, running back for the Thunder after the turnover and the unsportsmanlike penalty, which cost the Chaos 15 yards. So the Thunder have good position here. Over 9 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. Down 7-6. We take a look at the replay on this. There's a little option, and he makes a good pitch there.
Good job again. Who is it?
Olsen.
Olsen, backside, coming from the backside again, able to get over there in time to make the tackle to not allow it to be too big of a gain. You said he was a name that you're going to say a lot, and you have. And when you look at it, the tackling for the Chaos has been much better than what we saw in the early goings. It's really only in the early goings of that first drive that we saw a couple of missed tackles. Other than that, the tackling for the Chaos has been great.
And a jailbreak blitz and getting pressured. He's able to throw it away, throws it up, and had a receiver down there. Could not haul it in, but what a pressure the Chaos were able to put on there as they came bursting through the middle of the line of scrimmage. And leading the way was number 18 of the Chaos, Ricky Serger, the linebacker.
The throw was a little bit off there, but there wasn't a whole lot of room there either. Marvin Roan was blanketing his guy pretty well.
So it's going to be now 3rd down and about 8 for the Thunder. They have trips right. 1 receiver on the left. 1 running back in the backfield, dropping back to pass, looking downfield. It's a flag as he throws it, and that's going to be almost picked off by Valenti, but we're going to see what the flag was. It came before the hit on the quarterback, so I think it might be a hold.
Yeah, we'll find out what that flag is.
And as time is running out here now, the Thunder really have to make something happen. A field goal gives them the lead. And we go back to that, them going for 2 after that touchdown. And now they're losing by 1. And, you know, something in the exhibition game, you kind of want to try some new things. It's kind of like a preseason game in the NFL.
It allows you to practice game situations. Yep. The way you look at it for that 2-point conversion is, hey, there may be a time in a game where we're going to have to be able to get a 2-point conversion. They're a pretty good defense in the Chaos, so this allows you to get some film on it. But not only that, it lets you practice against another team, and that's the best practice. When you practice against yourself, you're not trying to hurt the same guys on your team. And the flag was declined. I believe it was on the Thunder. So I think it's just we're going to continue on here, and this should be a fourth down play here, 4th and about 8. So
they're going to go for, obviously, you're down by 1, like you said, preseason game for the Thunder, exhibition game for the Chaos. Almost said blitz there. So out of the shotgun, 2 receivers to right, 2 to the left, 4 receiver spread, dropping back, pressure coming up the middle, and he has to get rid of it and throws it out of bounds. That's going to be a turnover on downs. Chaos will take over.
TNT Athletics, located in Crystal Lake, Illinois, provides athletic-based training to youth and adults in a very high-energy environment. From strength training for high school athletes to weight loss programs for parents, TNT is here to help you reach your fitness goal. And you look at the play there, there's really no opportunity to get the ball completed downfield on that near side for the Thunder. I mean, you see as he's rolling out to the right side here, he's got a lot of pressure on him, and he just throws it away. That was the right thing to do. Just throw the ball away, let your team live for another day, and don't try and force anything, even though you're down by a point.
Yeah, and like you said, too, the offense of this Thunder team have been struggling a lot, but their defense has really been playing good. I mean, only giving up 7 points to a Chaos team, though without Ayanati, still has a lot of talent on their offense with the receivers and the running back as Hunter takes the handoff and hands it off to Perry up the middle. Nowhere to go there. Gets brought down after maybe a 1-yard gain. At least gets back to the line of scrimmage there. And let's take a look at the replay on that. And it was actually Johnson on the play, not Perry. Joel Johnson.
And again, the line for the Thunder making it life difficult on the running backs for the Chicago Chaos.
It's going to be 2nd down and 10, just over 8 minutes to go here in the game. Hunter comes out for the Chaos trips right formation. Johnson in the backfield with him, moving in motion. And there's a sweep again to the outside. Gets to about the 46-yard line is McFarland. That's about the 3rd or 4th sweep. At least he's been involved about 5 of those plays that maybe they faked or handed off to. On that one they do. And the Thunder are a little bit slow to react. And like you said, Chris, speed kills, and McFarland able to get to the outside and pick up positive yardage.
And you have to really honor it now because they've gone to it so much on that motion handoff that you have to be ready for the fact that he might be getting the ball. So you don't overplay to the side that he's running to, but you have to at least, as you have the play going here.
And you said it perfectly, Chris, right when the play was developing.
Right.
As they set
That's
McFarland on the jet sweep again, and they did not hand off to him as Hunter kept it. And the Thunder defense was a little bit confused. If you take a look at the replay on this, McFarland coming into motion, the fake handoff, and Hunter looking to sweep it to Johnson, does not, keeps it.
Well, the good thing is actually the linebackers didn't fall for the fake on the sweep, but they just there was good blocking up front by the Chaos that allowed for Dylan Hunter to get a little bit of a seam to get up into the field. So it was a good job by the guards to get up in there, open a little bit of a lane for him to at least get into that second level.
And I don't think Dylan Hunter was much sure what he was supposed to do on that one, but he made a great football play and got a first down on the run. So from the 40-yard line, Hunter hands off to Johnson. We got a flag on the line of scrimmage that's either offsides or
could be a false start.
Could be a false start. They have not blown those dead tonight. So we'll see what happens. They've been very consistent with that as the officials come together at about the 40-yard line.
I think I just saw them point for the Chaos.
So false start. That's going to be a 5-yard penalty. So it's going to be a repeat first down, and it'll be 1st and 15. Move them back to about the 45-yard line of the Thunder. So the Chicago Chaos getting a little bit closer here to a victory. 6 minutes and 15 seconds to go here in the game as they take that false start penalty.
Yeah, when you look at it here, just working on things in the fourth quarter, what you would do, I mean, really, you play this now in the fourth quarter. If this was a lead in an actual game, what would you do? How would you try and win this game is where I think you have to be as the Chaos right now.
So Hunter fakes the handoff. He goes outside. Pressure coming on the left, and that is a designed run. He's going to be taken down for a loss of 1. So it's going to come up to a 2nd down and 16 as Hunter's slow to get up a little bit.
It's a bit of a counter that they basically ran there. They try to get the defense thinking that they're going to go to the right on the handoff. You see the line pushes that way, but a good job by the Thunder to stay in their positions, not over-pursue to where they think that the ball might be going, and stay in their lanes and then just take Dylan Hunter down when he comes to them.
So, like I said, it's been an offensive struggle for the Chaos and for the Thunder. Both offenses have had trouble moving the ball and trouble scoring once they got into scoring position.
Yes.
The defense of both teams have been spectacular tonight.
Very good. I mean, the one score for the Thunder was a bit of luck, a bit of misfortune for the Chaos as they thought they maybe had an interception.
Yeah,
So-
really that score came on a great play from Marvin Roan, and then it turned quickly into not him being able to execute that great jump that he made on the ball.
Timeout taken by the Chaos here, and this one brought to you by Your Dog's Guru. If you want more information, go to info@yourdogsguru.com or call 847-448-8290. 446, excuse me. I can't read, apparently. As when you look at it, though, Chaos, this is probably a time when you would take a timeout. You're in a 2nd and long situation. You have 2 plays to try and get a first down to continue your drive and eat off some more clock here. Not a bad thing to do.
No, not at all. Like you said, it's under 5 minutes now. You have a 2nd down, 2nd and 15. Your defense has been playing very, very well. And then again, though, it is an exhibition game. Maybe you want to try something a little bit, but you want to. These exhibition games are more for practice. As we look at the schedule here, the Chaos schedule is put up on the board. So today is the 6th Chicago Thunder, and next week they will be on the road to play the Madison Wolves at 8 p.m. That will be on the 12th, so next Friday.
And then the 19th, they'll play Waukesha Raiders. That's another 8 o'clock game. That one will be at home.
At Melrose Park, Illinois. And then they welcome the Wisconsin Wolfpack a week after. So Chicago Chaos football going on pretty much every single week, which is great. If you're a football fan, you can't wait for the NFL to start. Come see the Chicago Chaos bring you NFL-style football and do a good job with it as they are 3-time defending GFL champions. So coming back in from the break, 2nd down and 15 for the Chaos. Out of the shotgun is Hunter. He throws it over to the right to outside and maybe picking up 1 yard. Gets wrestled down on the play. And that was breaking to the outside was number 21 on the play. That's Perry.
And Perry kind of spun down like a top there after he was tackled because I don't think his knee actually touched the ground is why he kept going.
No, I don't think it did.
No,
Yeah.
and then it finally did there. That's why he finally stopped. But that's why he kind of spun around like a top because he was just trying to keep his feet going even though he wasn't upright going the right way.
And we have another timeout on the field.
And this one brought by Driven Benson Supply.
So under 4 minutes and about 4 minutes, 32 seconds ago. So one more look at this replay, Chris. I'm glad you noticed that because that was really funny.
This is Perry not giving up. And you have to love it that he keeps his feet going even though he was down and not exactly going upright and not going the right way either. He actually spun around and was going the wrong way.
Well, I don't think maybe it was a hard hit. Maybe he didn't know where he was. He just kept trying to run forward. And so good job by Perry.
He tried to get back up there at the end,
Yeah.
but he would have been going the wrong way. He would have had to turn around. You give him credit, though, for keeping his legs going after falling like that, too.
So it's going to be a 3rd down and long here for the Chaos. As Hunter out of the gun, he's got 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Perry in the backfield alongside with him. Johnson in the backfield. Pressure coming. Throws to Johnson on the slip screen. Johnson upfield and brought down after a short gain. Gets it about to the 45-yard line. So should bring up a 4th down. And it looks like the Chaos are going to start with the punting unit. As the offense heading towards the sideline. So about 4 minutes, under 4 minutes, and about 4 minutes, 30 seconds to go. It's going to be 4th and 13 for the Chaos. And they do send their punting unit out as the return unit of the Thunder come out.
Yeah, the quick blitz there. They had the screen. It wasn't a bad call for what they were seeing. Just good job coming from behind to stop the play short by the Thunder.
And Dorelli, as we have a flag. And there's another one of those. Wait to see what it is. And like I said, it happened on a dead ball. So you wonder, maybe it was 12 men on the field as running off the field for the Chaos. I think that's what it is, actually.
Yeah, it was 12 men. I was counting as it looked like there was one too many guys out there for the Chaos, and that is what it was. So this is something you're practicing, though, too. Late game situation, making sure your personnel is out there and right. This could be costly if the Thunder now come back and score and you gave them an extra 5 yards. That's tough.
And the Thunder, 2 guys back to return this. And a good punt, though. High and no fair catch and hit hard on right when he caught it. I'm trying to see who that was. Did you see a number on that, Chris?
Number 10 for the Thunder.
For the Thunder, number 10, it was John Sahagian. And for the Chaos, I can't see who got that hit. But beautiful hit, by the way. I guess he didn't see, he thought he had a blocker, and he decided to make a catch and try to run with it. But no fair catch on the play. There's a clean hit. Brought him down right, number 3.
Actually, it was, Sahagian was just in there at the end. It was Darrell Middleton was the one who actually received the ball and then took that hit.
So now the Thunder come back out, and this is a 4-minute offense now. As they have 3 receivers to right, the snap. Looking downfield, throws one, and a nice throw to the outside, and a move back to the inside around the 40-yard line. Finally gets brought down for the Thunder, number 82, Josh Jenkins. And he's been involved in the passing game today. And they're going to stay no huddle.
They have to. This is a late game situation. Chance to practice it here, and they need it against an actual team, too.
So 3 receivers to the right, and we're going to have a flag. I believe it's going to be holding. The catch is made, though, on a strike throw to the outside, and that's number 17. Listed as defensive back, playing wide receiver tonight, Jason Jones making the catch. But I believe that's going to come back. And as the Thunder are starting to fall back to a huddle farther away from the original line of scrimmage, as the officials ready to make the call. So that's going to be a holding penalty on the Thunder. That's going to bring them back 10 yards.
And it's unfortunate that happens for the Thunder because it felt like their drive was starting to gain some momentum, and then all of a sudden you're getting pushed back and not having the opportunity you thought.
So here we go now for the Thunder. 4 spread set. 2 to the right, to the left, dropping back. Throws it up top. It's hit. And that's going to be a fumble, and they finally blow it dead. So I think he got that off as a pass. It was tipped. It went right up in the air, so it kind of looked like maybe it was a fumble after the hit.
It was hard to see. We'll take another look at it here. As you see, he spins away from the pressure there, and I'd say that's an incomplete pass.
I think his arm was moving forward, so I think right call there to blow that play dead. So it's going to be now 2nd down and 20 for the Thunder. Chaos defense ready to go. Thunder still in a huddle. They finally break. Come out in 4 wide receiver spread. No surprise there. 1 running back in the backfield. And drops back to pass. Getting pressured. Throws deep to the left sideline. And a pretty good pass. Not able to haul it in, though, is Josh Jenkins, the intended receiver. And Jenkins had a beat. It looked like the Chaos were playing some zone defense. Jenkins went to a spot where no one was. and he got underneath the safety and just could not haul it in.
Found the soft spot, but like you said, not able to get the ball in, and that would have been a big gain for them, put them back near midfield. And now the pressure's on here in this third down play. You at least have to try and cut this in half, the amount of distance that you have to go.
It is definitely 4-down territory, but 20 yards to pick up in one chunk of play is very tough to do. So look for something maybe going 10 yards as they drop back. Scrambling, gets pressured, throws one, and that's going to be a flag. And I think I agree with that. I think
he was
got
there maybe a little bit early.
And I see what he was trying to do there, trying to time that perfectly, but I think that's a good call there.
It's tough. That's one that's really tough.
And no way was that a dirty hit. He was just trying to time that perfectly. It was a good hit. And let's take a look at the replay on that. And that's really close, though. That really is.
That was very close.
That could have gone either way.
Yeah, he's there
he's
early.
there, he is
he's
there
definitely
early.
there early.
So
After seeing the replay, yeah, he is definitely there a little bit early. He tried to time it right, but he just did get there a little bit too early. Like you said, that's the right play to try and make. Actually, you know what? If he doesn't try and go for the hit, he probably can get the interception if he's trying to go in front of the player.
He got there pretty soon. I mean, the ball was still not in the receiver's hand when he made the hit, so maybe a split second earlier try to step in front of at least bat it down. But that's going to give the Thunder a first down. 2 minutes, 41 seconds to go in this game.
That's a big flag for the Thunder here to keep their drive alive. We were just talking about how it was going to be tough with only 2 downs to pick up 20 yards.
Drop back pressure coming, throws into traffic. Double coverage there. Incomplete. So it's going to be 2nd down and 10 now for the Thunder. And it's only a field goal game right now. They're only down by 1. All he needs a field goal in this game is a win for the Thunder.
I think if you're the Thunder too, even if you get in your kicker's range, I think you still keep going until you have to kick.
Oh, I agree with that
Just
for sure. For multiple reasons. I mean, obviously, take more time off the clock so the Chaos don't have a chance.
Right, you would do it in a regular game. So why not? So you should do it here too. You shouldn't just go for the points.
Drop back going deep, beating back. The coverage is caught at the 15, down to the 10, down to the 5. Touchdown, Thunder. And that was number 17. Like I said every time he makes a catch, it's Jason Jones. He's listed as a defensive back. I think he started a receiver in the second half, and he scores there. No flags on the play. That's going to put the Thunder up 13-7 now.
Well, trying to see here who their safety is on the back end, who ends up letting the receiver behind him. He ends up trying to come in front of a route here as if he was trying to pick it off. And that's what allows the receiver to get so far open. You have to keep that guy in front of you. And you see he ends up coming at the side here because he didn't allow himself to stay behind him, and that's what causes for the touchdown.
It was Deshaun Sutton on the play, playing safety there. And just a mental mistake there. You have to keep the play in front of you when you're at playing safety. You can't let anybody beat you deep. And that's what happened, and that cost him a touchdown.
The angle that he took to try and get to where the ball was thrown is what really killed him. I mean, obviously you need to try and get over there and bat that one down, but you can't try and cut in front like he was. You have to stay behind.
So we'll see if they go for the extra point to make this a 13-7 game. And I really think I say you just go for it here, because it's already you have enough. You're up by enough for a field goal. You know, I mean, it's 5-point lead right now. If you kick an extra point, it doesn't do any really too much good, because if the Chaos come down and score a touchdown, they kick an extra point, that's game over. So I say that you're nothing to lose or go for it, as they do keep their offense on the field. So 4 wide receivers set. Dropping back to pass, looking to the left, getting pressured, scrambling, and brought down, fumble, and ran out of bounds was Valenti. And that's going to be a flag on Valenti, I believe, as he pushed. Maybe offsetting, but they might get Valenti for that. Kind of a frustration. getting the better of him on that.
Well, I think you're going to have.
There's another flag.
I was going to say
that's going to go against.
That's
going to
go.
Thunder.
This should be offsetting because you had there the push into the back of Olsen as he's walking away. A couple of guys on either side. I think that you're going to just see this come back. And you saw the play itself, great play by the Chaos defense to get that ball free. Valenti picks it up. And there was a little bit of a late push there at the end. That's kind of what got Valenti going, and they continued to go at each other after the whistle was blown, talking back and forth, and then eventually there's the push from Valenti and then the other push from behind.
But you just cannot let your emotions get the better if you have to stay. I mean, it's still a close game. You're only down by 5. There's still time left in this game for your offense to come out and make a run at this and try to get back in the lead. So the official is going to make the call right now.
So it's sportsmanlike. He signals for one side, which we knew that.
So that's Valenti. And then that's going to be Valenti. The first one was on, I believe that was 26 of the Thunder.
There was actually
Lonzo Morgan.
It was the second one was on number 88 in Andrew Short. Either that or it was Baptiste Williams. One of the two. I didn't see what the number, if it was 88 or 99. I think it was actually, looking at it now, I'm pretty sure it was Baptiste Williams is the one who did it. He gives a push to Olsen in the back when away from where the actual pushing and shoving began over by Valenti.
Yeah, Valenti is the one that got into it with Alonzo Morgan, and we thought it was the end of it there. And then we saw the other flag, the push on Olsen. Just take a look. Nice play, though, by the Chaos defense to come up with that. And Valenti able to. So both return team for the Chaos out on the field and the kick team for the Thunder out on the field. 12-7. As the Thunder will look to send this one deep, and it's a short kick and muffed and dive on the floor on the ground, picked up at about the 38-yard line. It looks like we may have a man down on the play for the Chaos.
Well, you see here.
He's getting up. He looks like he's okay. Oh.
Yeah, well, you see what happened. I mean, he tried to – it was pretty much – the kick was right at him, so he tried to catch it, deflected off of him, and he runs after it. The player comes in, diving to grab it for the Chaos, ends up causing it, basically tabletops him and takes out his legs and hit his legs hard there, low. That's pretty – I mean, especially when you're not prepared for it like that, that's pretty painful.
So he does walk off the field. Looks like he's going to be okay. He walks off under his own power. And now the Chaos have pretty good field position. Yeah. Down by 5 here. This is the first time this season they've been down this late in a game. I think first time they've been down in the second half this season. So we'll see how they respond as Dylan Hunter comes out of the gun. 4 receivers spread, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. And Hunter going to call a timeout.
And that's a tough timeout to have to waste there, especially when you're coming out of the kickoff and you have to use a timeout right off of the kickoff. That's a little bit of a shocker. That's one that really hurts you if you're the Chaos, and that's something you can't have, especially if this is an actual regular game. Really can't have that happen.
And the Chaos are in some trouble now.
You have a flag down as well.
And I saw Hunter actually pull his teammate back. And that's going against the Chaos. So I need to move them back 5 yards from me. 1st and 15 now.
Now, granted, this is an exhibition game, but you can't have a late game situation start off like this. This isn't how you want it to start at all. You have the penalty there. You had the near loss of the ball almost on the kickoff, where luckily a player drops on top of it after it hit off of somebody. Then you have this for the start, and now you push yourself 5 yards further.
So Hunter out of the gun, empty backfield, throws over the middle at about the 35-yard line, completed pass to tight end Thomas Loving. And they're going to go no huddle on this. This is going to take us a 2-minute warning.
Well, they're going to the huddle here because of the 2-minute warning, and that's it's really a tough play to have to go with there. because you really kind of hurt yourself because you do lose some time because you go right up the middle with the play. I mean, I couldn't quite see if he had anything on the outside to try and go to. He just took what was open, and it looked like he had some players open on the outside that maybe would have stopped the clock. So a little bit of a shocker that he goes to the guy in the middle. Usually when you're down and there's less than, and you're in that 4-minute situation or 3 minutes or wherever you might be, you're looking to the outside of the field to hold on to your timeouts and hold on to the 2-minute warning.
And Hunter took that timeout to start their possession, and that may be a killer for them moving forward as they lose one less timeout.
Well, not only that, so why that play was so bad was, one, you had a flag,
Yep.
and two, you used a timeout. So you go backwards, and you lost a timeout. You should have just taken the flag.
So Dylan Hunter comes back out, 2nd and 11. Pressure out to the outside. Hunter throws it away, and that drops incomplete. So it should be a 3rd and long for the Chaos.
And that one there isn't really on Dylan Hunter. You have to give him more time to throw than that. He was running out of the pocket as soon as he got the ball off the snap.
Well, he's been getting pressure pretty much all game, and they usually keep a running back in the backfield block for him. That play, though, that setup, as you see right there,
Empty set,
empty
right.
set. No one back there to help him out.
And they bring one more. So what you maybe have to start doing then is if they don't have somebody lined up on that outside shoulder of the guy to Dylan Hunter's right, you roll him out to that right side, especially that's where you have the 3 receivers, or where you have 2 receivers on the side. This time they go bigger on the line with the tight ends.
So Hunter drops back, a little screen pass outside of McFarland. McFarland over to the right, now back in outside to the left, over the 40-yard line, down to about the 41. So now it's going to be a 4th down.
That's really tough that you're going to a screen play, too, when you're inside, when you're so far away from the first down marker. I mean, granted, they did get a big chunk of it back, but you don't want that to be your you don't want to have to be using screenplays at this time in the game.
No, the Chaos, they gotta get going here. Time is running down. It's under 1:20 now. It's gonna be a 4th and 5. A must convert here for the Chaos. As Hunter out of the gun, empty backfield, dropping back to pass, throws over the middle, incomplete, and the Thunder offense will come back out onto the field, take a few kneel downs, and this game should be over. The Chaos are going to lose their first game of the season, and the Thunder are going to get a win here today.
Well, again, it is an exhibition game as we see the final play here for the Chaos. Actually, this was the one thrown away earlier. But when you look at that final play, I mean, there's miscommunication there. You had 2 players that weren't on the same page, and your quarterback and Dylan Hunter and your wide receiver, as, I mean, it wasn't even thrown. There wasn't even a player really in the area for the throw.
As here it is right here.
I mean, it was thrown out in front. The receiver, I don't even think had turned his head yet for the Chaos in what looked to be, I believe that was James Former, who was the one that he was looking towards. But Former wasn't even into the break of his route yet.
So 1:04 to go. They do hand it off and run to the right side. Cuts back inside. Gets down to about the 30. Finally brought down is number 3, running back for the Thunder, Dorelli Middleton. And the clock continues to wind. And now
First and 10 for the Thunder with the ball at the Chaos 30-yard line.
So
Clock's
winding
continue,
down.
as I say, the clock should keep running. There's no stoppages. I think the officials were just getting together about something. Now I think they just signaled for it to stop.
So 33 seconds ago now.
Now there's a little bit of confusion.
32 seconds ago.
I'm not sure if it was because there's a little bit of extra going on between Olsen and a player, and maybe that's what the head referee is. Well.
And now it's going to be a timeout.
Oh, a timeout by the Chaos. Apparently, that's a little bit late to. They should. I think they're telling him to put time back on. I didn't see how much time exactly, but they're putting time back onto the clock. 50 seconds.
So they reset now. The ball back down the line of scrimmage.
And you see it was a good run onto that right side. I mean, just a good job blocking up front. He gets past the line so quickly, they don't have an opportunity to try and slow him down. And then Olsen went over the top there, and maybe that's where they took the exception for the one player on the Thunder. Nothing happened because of it, and they take the knee there. This should end it, I believe. They're going to have to take one more knee, I believe.
Yeah, so the final score of this game is going to be Thunder 12, Chaos 7. And, I mean, the big plays, I mean, the 2 touchdown passes, as we have another timeout for the Chaos, 2 touchdown passes, Chris, came on defensive lapses by this Chaos defense.
I'm a little surprised in the Chaos taking these timeouts. I mean, mathematically, I don't think they have a chance at getting the ball back because that should be their 3rd timeout, and that should do it. And they only have to take one more knee, and it's first downs. Well, I think that's wrong anyways. I don't think that should say first down. I believe that should say
it's second and 11.
Yeah, that I was going to say. I believe that they got the marker out there wrong.
Yep.
We're right up here though.
We're always right here. So one more knee, and that's going to do it. And so the players are going to shake hands. And even though an exhibition game, Chris, still tough loss for the Chaos. It's such a prideful team.
It's a game too where it's the first game where these 2 leagues are playing each other as well.
Yep.
So it's pride for your league, and the way that it happened too is a little bit unfortunate for the Chaos. They played a pretty good game throughout, but you have to give the Thunder credit. They really struggled on offense for the good part of the first half, and they didn't give up. And in the second half, they were finally able to get some things going right, and finally got ahead in this game. Well, got it close, then got ahead.
Well, that's going to – I mean, that's exactly right. I agree with everything you say, Chris. They had some problems with penalties and some troubles on offense converting.
And we're going to look at that play that really made the difference in this game for the Thunder here. I mean, you look at the throw on the left side. The rush was coming. If this throw takes if it takes a half a second longer, we're talking about a great stoppage by the defense of the Chaos. Throw just gets off in time, and then your back end, your safety not keeping that man in front makes the difference in the game.
And very uncharacteristic of the Chaos. They're such a good defensive team. That's their bread and butter. And to have 2 defensive lapses like that cause touchdowns has got to be tough to go home with. But you know what? They did play a good game throughout the whole way. And being an exhibition game, they'll go back to the drawing board, see what they did wrong, see what they can improve on, and be back ready to go next week.
Well, here's the thing. The first one, you really can't blame Marvin Roan too much.
No, it was a great play.
It was a great play by Roan to get to where the ball was going and get in front. It deflected off of him and went straight to another player.
Yep.
That's not going to happen very often. So that's a bit of luck there. The second one, which this is the one here where this is the mistake that really kills you. Again, when you're a safety and the guy's getting in front of you like that, and it's a late game situation, you haven't done your job right.
Yeah,
but that's something that's easily correctable.
Yes.
Is the good thing. That's the good thing that the Chaos can take away from this too, is that it's not that the player didn't get to where the receiver was in time. It's the way that he got there that made the issue.
And that play, that was actually a play, I'm trying to see where they're going back. But that touchdown pass happened under 3.5 minutes to go in the game. The Chaos were up 7-6, and after that was it. Chaos could not do much on offense, and so a tough loss here. And again, though, thanks for tuning in on SportsTownChicago.com. We are at Andrew High School in Tinley Park, Illinois. Just finished the game between the Chicago Chaos and the Chicago Thunder. The Thunder have won this one 12-7. I am Cody Grant. Alongside me, Chris Labasco. As we take one more look at the play of the game, the deep pass to number 17, Jason Jones.
And it was a good catch by Jones, too. That's something we didn't point out earlier. I mean, that ball was a little bit underthrown for him. So he had to come back to the ball, make a good catch, and then finish it off with the run to get the play that won the game for the Thunder. So, again, a lot of credit to the Thunder, a lot of credit to the Chaos, too, especially you think about it, they're playing without one of their best players.
So as the players take a knee, we're going to wrap things up here. Again, thank you for tuning in to SportsTownChicago.com. Have a good night.